because they don't think that improving or preserving or preventing skin failure will impact your life. But they're wrong, because when you were like 1 cell old, when you were only a single cell, that cell had an outermost layer that divided into your brain as well as your skin. So they can perceive the decline in each other. Can AI take over anti-aging technology? Great question, Chip. Similarly, your relationship with your injector is a super intimate relationship, and if you can't trust them, don't go to them. Hello. This is Dr. Tin, and welcome to yet another series of questions at Juvanni. And I'm here today to answer some very important questions. Some of the questions that have been asked from me over and over, and I wanted to just take this time to just answer some of those questions on a day that I am not rushing everywhere. So a very important question that you guys have been asking me is the hair restoration protocols at Juvanni. So one of the things that we do require people to do whenever they're thinking of hair restoration is to get their infusions, their vitamin infusions. So for a while we've been doing infusions, which is intravenous injections of vitamins and minerals that are basically injected into your vein directly. Usually your hair loss begins when it doesn't really get the nourishment that it needs to support itself. It starts falling off, and that happens through aging, because as you age, guess what? Just like the exterior is aging, so is the interior organs, and your gut is a very big organ that absorbs all the nourishment that you put inside yourself. And guess what? A lot of us also eat shit. So it's very hard to maintain the level of nourishment that your body needs. The second thing that we add in our protocols for hair restoration is PRP. Now, PRP is a very important thing that we also inject into your scalp whenever you have hair loss. And hair loss will start improving whenever you start doing your PRP. But PRP has to take place after you have started giving yourself intravenous infusions. The third thing that you would really want to consider at our office is the microneedling with RF. Now remember, when your hair starts falling out, initially when it is falling out, before it's completely dead, that half dead hair cell will do very well if you inject some radio frequency energy into that follicle. And that is achieved by a machine, which is an anti-aging machine. It's called microneedling. It has like tiny needles which also transmit radio frequency energy at a certain depth in your scalp. And that is a very important part of your hair restoration protocol, because as your follicle, the little seed, is half dead laying there, and you send in the nourishment and you send in the stem cells and growth factors, then you send in through a channel to the level of that dying cell a little bit of radio frequency energy, and most likely in a couple of treatments your dying follicle will just resuscitate. So rebirthing hair is a protocol. And can that happen? Yes, dude, we do it all the time. But the God and devil lies in the details of the protocols, and that's how you're going to get it. Now, for the first time, what we're also doing is adding exosomes to your PRP. So exosomes, now what are exosomes? So now with the protocol that I just mentioned, which is again infusion. Then number 2 was the PRP, the platelet-rich plasma, which is the serum that we draw out of your own blood and we inject it back into your scalp. And the third part was the microneedling with the radio frequency energy. When you undergo that 3-step protocol, what happens? Basically, your hair within 90 to 120 days, it starts regenerating it. That dead, dying follicle, which was taking its last few breaths, you just treated it right away, and guess what happens? Your hair starts rebirthing it. So why use exosomes at that point? Exosomes is like a turbo booster. So if you're somebody who is like, I'm losing hair, but I have like this special event and I can't wait for like 4 months for this hair loss to improve. So you want to turbo boost it, please consider adding exosomes. Now it is an additional cost. So when we do it for our in our office, like the 3-part hair restoration protocol is usually goes from anywhere between $1,250 to $1,500, depending on how many sessions you're going to purchase. So if you purchase multiple sessions, it becomes a little cheaper. However, if you're going to also add exosomes, just add $1,000 to your treatments. So if you're doing 4 treatments in a year, then maybe to 1 or 2 of those treatments also add exosomes. So the second question was, what are we doing for Father's Day at Juvanni? We are very, very careful when we plan our Mother's Day specials and stuff. But for Father's Day, I'm like, if anything, on Father's Day, fathers should give us something. But listen, like if your budget is under $1,000 for your dad, I would give him like a vitamin infusion so he can work a little more, make some more money to give you. Now, if the person that you want to give to is the father of your child, then you would still want him to have some energy so he can keep working, so he can make money to give you. So give him an infusion. So when you do vitamin infusions, guess what? You're going to just have more energy and you won't get sick. So if you want that for your dad, if your dad is worth more alive than dead, then give him an infusion. I do have a daddy Botox thing also, which is like a baby Botox for your dad. And that's like under $500. So it depends on how much you want to spend on your father. One of the questions that somebody asked me is like, what is chronic skin failure? So guys, if you don't know me, my name is Dr. Din and I work at Juvanni. And Juvanni is an anti-aging center in New York. What we do at Juvanni is to prevent and manage your chronic skin failure. Now remember, your skin is the largest organ of your body. Your skin is also like the most expensive fabric that you will ever own. All right, in this lifetime, in this existence, if you're listening to this, just know that your skin is the most expensive fabric that you will ever own. And just like any other organ, all your organs are precious. They all have some kind of a detail that they do for you that you may not be aware of. As you go through time, yours, just like any other organ ages, your heart ages and declines, your kidneys will age and decline, your gut will age and decline. So guess what? Your skin also is the largest organ of your body. It ages and declines as you go through time. Now, for the first time in human history, in known human history, unlike all of our ancestors, now for the first time, we have FDA-approved medications and FDA-approved machines that can help you halt the passage of time for your skin, and you can do something called anti-aging. And anti-aging helps you prevent the chronic decline that your skin will face. You are nothing but a bag of skin that's holding your consciousness together. And your skin also separates you from the rest of the universe. Just know that as you go through time, or should I say, as time goes through your bag of skin, your skin will deteriorate. So now we do some medications and some machines that will help you arrest and halt that process of decline. You have to go to the right people. Otherwise, if you go to somebody who's not skilled in this medication and these treatments, the training for these treatments take a very long time. I personally have been doing it for over 12 years. But, and even before that, for like 10-15 years, I had already been a doctor. So just know that you need a lot of training to halt the passage of time for your skin. But is it possible? Yes, it is possible. If you're in the United States, what's going to happen is that when your internal organs fail, like for instance, if when your heart will fail or when your kidneys will fail, you're going to go to the doctors. The healthcare system is going to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on your body to keep you alive. However, when your skin is going to fail, they will consider it cosmetic, and they will not cover it because they don't think that improving or preserving or preventing skin failure will impact your life. But they're wrong. Guess what? They're wrong, because your skin failure will have an impact on your psyche. Because when you were like 1 cell old, when you were only a single cell, that cell had an outermost layer that divided into your brain as well as your skin. So your brain cells and your skin cells, they are all friends. So they can perceive the decline in each other. So your skin not only is the largest organ of your body, but it also represents pretty much every organ that is inside it, that it protects for you. And when it declines, it's also kind of heralding the decline of your other internal organs. And I think that as anti-aging knowledge and information gets better over the next decade, hopefully even faster, we'll find really important treatments that will just prevent us from ladies 20 years older than me were getting routinely surgically treated for chronic skin failure. Every 6-7 years they had to go and cut parts of their skin off. But now you don't have to do that because there are medications that are very, very good, but you just have to start them on time, and you have to go to the right people who don't transform your face or into somebody else. Another question is, what are the doses you use in anti-aging medications? Again, the detail is in the dosing. The detail is not only in the medication, but detail is in applying the appropriate dosage and also the preparation of the medication, because most of these medications, when they come to you, they're not fully prepared. You have to prepare them. It's like cooking. Guess what, guys? The dish of your anti-aging is completed not with just one ingredient. It needs a few ingredients. So the secret detail is in the doses. And you see bot jobs all the time. When you see those bot jobs, guess what happened? Somebody didn't know their doses. Can AI take over anti-aging technology? Great question. So anti-aging is something that still requires humans, like people like me, who are doctors, who have trained for a decade or more to study skin. And we have become like skin tailors because we do minimally invasive or invasive things to help you preserve your skin. So a lot of this requires details of fine motor movements and injections and skills of viewing you from different angles and seeing your life. And actually it is a very, very intimate session with a doctor. Your anti-aging doctor or your injector of anti-aging medications is one of the most intimate and detailed connections that you will have with somebody else. It is a very important connection, and I don't think that you should have more than one anti-aging injector at a time. These are not tomatoes or potatoes that you're purchasing for a burger. These are medications that are being injected inside your skin, and they will change the way you perceive yourself. If not today, definitely over time. So it is very important to keep them very tightly managed and controlled. And you want to always go and be with someone that you can trust. And if I always say that, just like if you can't trust your partner or your husband or your wife, you should not be in that relationship. Similarly, your relationship with your injector is a super intimate relationship. And if you can't trust them, don't go to them. You gotta know them. They gotta know you, and they gotta know what you need. All right, guys. I hope this information helps. I'm gonna see you guys soon, perhaps even tomorrow. Bye.